Good afternoon, my name's Scott. I'm a friend of Invictus Porsche. I have this stunning example of a Cayman 918 to speak to you about this afternoon that's in stock. So history on this vehicle, it's on a 63 plate on 47,000 miles. Been looked after as someone's cherished pride and joy. Full Porsche and specialist service history, 47,000 miles from new with all of the service records to back that up. Recently it's had quite a major service with the PDK filters, transmission filters, has new discs, new pads, new tyres all round in exceptionally great condition in this agate grey, and the colour combination with the exterior to interior colour, which is in a sort of like an ivory, absolutely immaculate in the interior, and we'll get some shots of that in a bit. This particular one is the Cayman S with the 3.4 litre engine at 320 brake horsepower. Really stunning example. Moving on to the front of the vehicle, again we'll get some close-up shots for you, but there is very minimum stone chips, etc. on the front there, with that lovely styling as it's got with the black accents in there. And then again moving round to the side of the vehicle. Okay, moving on to the actual alloys themselves, again no real sort of curbing rash or anything like that. 20s all round, and we've got the silver on the outside with them, coloured matched body interior colour on the inside, and the standard of the calipers with the Porsche logo on. They absolutely pop out there in that guardsman red that you can see. And again, exterior shots just running down the side of the vehicle. It's exceptionally clean. We stand by every vehicle that we have here, but every now and then you get one that is just a cut above the rest in terms of condition, and for a 10-year-old vehicle this is an exceptional car. Again, moving to the back, no parking dents, anything like that. Parking sensors on here, and the automatically controlled rear spoiler. And again, the telltale sign of the 918 with this sort of raised lip that goes through the lights, which is the nice touch on these. Okay, so moving on to the interior of this particular model, we have again this beautiful leather interior. If you look on the bolsters, even in this light colour, they're not worn or marked in any way, and the condition is absolutely immaculate. All of the features that you would expect from a top of the range Cayman, with the Bose stereo sound, 14-way adjustable seats. It has the 3 memory settings on the seat itself, and all of the interior features that you would expect. But just the quality of these seats in this colour combination, I think is absolutely stunning. The carpets again in a really nice condition, and the grey on the headliner and down the side there makes this cabin exceptionally nice. Being the Cayman, of course, you have a decent amount of luggage space in the traditional boot as we would have it. We've got the MIG-mounted engine, and you can put some stuff on the top of the engine tray there. And into the front we have the standard front end, the same as in a 911 of this generation. Nice deep full boot there, more than enough for a decent weekend away, or if not longer, for your luggage and your shopping, etc., to be in the front there. And the main thing that we all want to know is what these are like out on the road on this beautiful afternoon in Essex. We'll take it out on the road, give it a spin, and talk about it en route. Okay, so we're now out on the open road. It's where we want to be. Speaking about the actual driving experience, it feels very much like being in any Porsche, even in a 911, with the layout and everything you'd expect if you're familiar to Porsche. Has the PDK gearbox, so it has the paddles just up here on the steering wheel, which is slightly different. We've also got functions as of the sport button and the sport suspension. But if you're just using this as an everyday commute, absolutely no problem at all. It feels comfortable, it's quiet, doesn't squeak, doesn't rattle as you'd hope. We're just in a 30 mile an hour, just coming out of a 30 mile an hour zone at the moment. We're in 6th gear at 41 miles an hour, just as we're into the 60. We're just picking up the pace. Put your foot down a bit more and it'll pick up effortlessly without really needing the PDK, just for everyday driving. and into a nice sweeping bend. It's 7th gear at the moment at 60 miles an hour. We'll push it into this bend. Lovely, lovely weight distribution. We can power out of the corner, and it's already dropped it down to 5th, and I didn't feel those gear changes at all. It's holding that before it's now come up to 6th gear. And again, we're bang on 60 miles an hour. You can enjoy this well within the speed limits on a nice back road like we're in now. Again, very direct front end, really nice steering, great weight distribution with it being mid-mounted engine in the back there. And this particular one, I mean, it's the sort of the one you want to wipe your feet and clean your trousers before you even get in. It's been looked after that well. Everything inside, it just does not look 10 years old. This particular one is probably the nicest one I've been in for the age of the actual car itself. It is immaculate, and a full credit to the owners that have had it before. And again, if it's not doing it justice on camera, and you're not just believing the sales pitch, then it's definitely worth coming to Invictus, having a look at it in the flesh, and you won't be disappointed. Okay, so we're going to join a national speed limit road now. We've got 320 brake horsepower with a 0 to 60 time of 4.7. We're just in normal driving mode now. We'll pull out onto this road, nothing behind us. We can still easily within the speed limit, and we're pulling up there, and we're already at 60 miles an hour. Effortless, nice, steady, no dramas at all. Those new brakes, lovely. It's going down the gearbox really nicely. This thing stops exceptionally well, not just because the brakes are brand new, they do anyway, but it is a really really lightweight car to stop for the size and strength of the actual brakes themselves. Gives you confidence in a sports car like this to have that braking system. We'll pop it into sport, just lifts those revs up. You can hear it already, just wanting to stay in that rev longer, and into the sport suspension. And it tells you what you've selected on there. We can wait for a gap in the traffic. You can hear the car just holding that note, and we'll let that go. We'll pull out, straighten it up. Oh yeah. Wow. And then we're at 60 already, and we can back off. You can overtake anything you need to, keep up with anything you need to. And again, it will blip its way down really nice, and I love that little crack on the overrun as it comes down the gearbox. And we'll do one more run in the Sport Plus mode. So we'll pop it into Sports Plus there. Instantly picks up, it's dropped it straight into first gear. I'll pop it into second. Really feels like it wants to go in this mode. And it will drop down the box. And we're at 60 miles an hour already. In that, we've got a bit of work to do, especially if you were to enjoy a spirited drive. Bring it down. Oh, lovely crack. Hopefully on the video we can pick that up, and I'll just drop it out of that. That is good fun. And take it out of those modes, back into normal driving. Or of course you can have the suspension setting and in your normal drive mode, whatever takes your fancy on the day, whatever kind of driving you want to do. It'll get you to work on a Monday morning, and it'll get you home on a Friday night in the sun like this with a bit of fun and enjoyment. Yeah, great car, immaculate this particular example. If you're in the market for one of these, then definitely come along and view this one. It would not be a waste of your time. I've enjoyed it.